Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we will be learning about how to understand the marks in your reading exam. So, how should you answer questions in the reading exam? Well, you do not need to write in full sentences. You should try and be succinct in your responses, and your spelling, grammar and punctuation are not assessed. Let's have a look at an example question. The writer of text A states, "We will be using heavy machinery to carry out the work." Is this a fact or an opinion? Let's look at some possible answers. The writer of text A states, "We will be carrying out heavy machinery," and this is a fact. Well, this answer is far too long. You don't need to repeat the question in your answer. Let's look at another possible answer. Fact. Simply writing the word fact answers the question effectively. The question doesn't ask for any extra information either, so this is all you need to write. You also need to use the number of marks as a guide to help you answer the questions. Let's have a look at a 1-mark question. If the question has 1 mark, you're probably going to need to give 1 answer. Here is your question. What is the meaning of the term financial loss as used in text A? It's for 1 mark. Let's look at the text. So this has been taken from the Highfield Gazette and it's about the restaurant closure. You'll find your answer in this section, so let's zoom in and have a little look at it. Many of the staff members have not been kept informed and risk financial loss due to the closure. Okay, this is what we were looking for from our question. So the answer simply is, the staff will lose money. And that's all there is to it. So, if the question has 2 marks written next to it, you're probably going to give 2 answers, and so on. If it's got 3 marks, 3 answers, etc. This is a 2-mark question. What type of vocabulary does the author use in text B? Provide 1 example of this to support your answer. For 2 marks. You can see that there are 2 sections to this question. We're going to zoom in and have a look at the first question. What type of vocabulary does the author use in text B? Here's your text that you will need to use, which is text B. It's a re-inspection of the Stove restaurant. In the final section, under recommendations, the writer has written "it is" rather than the contracted informal version "it's," which means that this is a formal text. So, my first part of my answer is going to be formal. That's the type of vocabulary the author uses in text B. Now let's look at the second part of the question. In order to earn our 2nd mark, we need to look for an example of formal vocabulary. If we zoom into the first paragraph, which is here, let's pick out a few sentences. The stove was closed last October following a routine inspection. It was found that staff were not discarding food waste correctly. The restaurant was closed. So I can see that it's explaining here why the restaurant was originally closed. So, to get my 2nd mark, I'm going to put explains why the restaurant was originally closed. My full answer will look like this, formal, and explains why the restaurant was closed. That is how you get your 2 marks. This is very important. Don't write too many answers, even if there are more possible answers. Let's look at an example of a question where you could write more answers because there are more possible answers available in the text. So, apart from the qualification, identify 2 reasons from text A why you might want to attend Lakeside College. You can see it's for 2 marks, and to get those 2 marks, you're going to have to pick out 2 reasons why you might want to attend the college. Let's have a look at the text. So, it's about an engineering diploma at level 2, and it's basically an article to try and persuade people to study at a high-achieving college with excellent success rates. So we're going to look at reasons why you might want to attend the college. I've picked out a few here. Number 1, I can see pastoral support. They offer this. I think that's a good reason to attend the college. Number 2, they've got quality teaching. Another reason is that they have links with local employers. And I can see another reason here. You will have the opportunity to grow in self-esteem and confidence. So great, I've found 4 reasons why you might want to attend Lakeside College. So if I put these 4 in my answer, surely I'll get 2 marks. Wrong. You would actually get 0 marks for this. Okay, because it's asked for 2 reasons and you've given them 4. So what you need to do is just draw it back a little bit and put only 2 reasons. Any 2 from the ones that you've picked out will do. So there's a nice green tick for that one. Let's have a look at a higher mark question. Is text B formal or informal? And give 2 reasons to support your answer. You can see that is for 3 marks. Let's have a look at the text. Do you make a difference in the classroom? So this is an article, a persuasive article for teaching assistants and giving them an apprenticeship. Let's have a little zoom in to a section of the article here. Alright, so I'm seeing this phrase, you will, come up quite a few times here. Okay, and from that I can gather that there are no contractions used in this part of the article. Remember, contractions are those shortened words that we looked at earlier. For example, you'll instead of you will, it's instead of it is, we're instead of we are, I'm instead of I am, and don't instead of do not. There are many, and we use them in our everyday lives. So if I reread the text here, I can see that there's also no slang. So, for example, you will provide vital support for children. It's quite professional. It's all written in standard English. Also, if we look at another sentence, there is the opportunity to progress to higher level qualifications. Again, no slang, no contractions, and standard English has been used. There are no formal entry requirements. Same thing again. So, the answer here to this question is text B formal or informal? Give 2 reasons to support your answer. Well, the first part of our answer is formal. The second part is no contractions. And the third is no slang. And that is how we get the 3 marks. There are 3 parts to our answer. I hope that you learnt something useful from this video, and thank you for listening.